Hey, everybody. We are recording, so that means we're officially starting our class. We're so happy you're here. Tonight's class is all about back to school and fall favorites, fall essentials. You're going to hear from happy Oilers and so many people. We're going to share stories. We're going to share some science. It's going to be fabulous. We are so happy you're here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I pray that this class is encouraging, it's inspiring, that you leave having, taken something new and fresh with you that will help you along your wellness journey, because that's really our passion. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm just going to kick us off just real quick with a few things. And then we're going to dive into the stories, because that's the best part. So welcome to Young Living. If you didn't know, now you know. We are happy Young Living members, all of us. We love, love, love Young Living. I've been with Young Living for 4 years this month. This is my anniversary. It might be September. It was like between the end of August and beginning of September. My family had just moved. We were planting a church. I was starting a new job as a elementary music teacher. I had 3 kids at home. My husband and my girls were all sick, and it was a very stressful time for us. My girlfriend said, here's a diffuser and some oils. I had heard all about it. I just didn't know anything. And she's like, take this, borrow it, use it. It'll help you. And it did. First thing we noticed, my middle daughter had been having night terrors for weeks. First night we diffused in her room, they were gone, completely gone. I was kind of shocked. I mean, I was expecting them to work, but not that well and not that fast, like for real. And that was incredible. My husband's like, I don't care how much the stuff is, we need this in our house. And that was the first step to completely changing our lifestyle. And then realizing I had gifts I had to share with others. And all my mama friends that I loved that knew me needed these tools and gifts in their lives too. So I started sharing, I started teaching classes. I started inviting people into my living room and passing oils around and learning with everyone in the room about the science, and having people ask questions I didn't know the answer to. And then I would go and do research and come back and answer. And we just grew together. And that's the beautiful part of our tribe, is we're very education focused, and we come as we are. We are not experts, but we are always wanting to learn and grow along the way. And you are in the right place if you want to do that too. So our passion is to love well by educating and empowering you to be your own wellness advocate, equipping you with powerful solutions for radical life change. And all the people that you hear from tonight have experienced radical life change in one way or another. And we're going to touch on that. So I want to start with something to kind of lay the foundation of why Young Living, why essential oils, why now? Like, what is the big deal? Because it's like super trendy and super cool to use essential oils because they're on every shelf in every store and they're very accessible. Why Young Living? Well, first of all, why do we need these things in our lives anyway? So I just want to touch on a few things. We are inundated on the daily with chemicals. The average number of chemicals that the typical woman applies per day is 515. And so when you think about how it takes 26 seconds for chemicals in your bloodstream, or for chemicals in your products to hit your bloodstream, and 3 seconds when you inhale them, that is why we have to be so aware of what we're putting on our skin and in our environment, because there's something called bioaccumulation, which is a building up of toxins over time. So we walk into the store, we see something that says free and clear, or we see something that says pure or organic. Is it really that way? We have come to find out, actually, no, that the FDA will approve something as pure if it's 5% pure. So that's a big concern for us. It's called greenwashing. And that has led us to do more and more and more research, to look at our labels, to read our labels, and to look for carcinogens and harmful chemicals and neurotoxins that are hiding behind words like fragrance. Synthetic fragrance is a frequent offender in disrupting the endocrine system. So when I learned that, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was doing the right thing. I was using something that was supposed to be clean. But then I started reading the label and I started to see things that were hidden in there. And I have 3 daughters. I don't want their endocrine systems to be disrupted. I want them to have the best chance at a healthy life and laying the best and healthiest foundation possible for them, for their future. So what we've done is we have taken the candles and the chemicals, the plugins, the air fresheners out of our homes, and we've replaced them with essential oils, diffusers that make our house smell incredible, purify the air, humidify the air. It's like completely changed the atmosphere of our home. We've gotten rid of harmful chemicals in our laundry detergent, all these products that we had. I'm just kind of cycling through these things. And you'll hear us touch on different products, but our Thieves line is incredible. And we can share more of that with you in the future. So I just want to touch on this one thing. The thing that led me to Young Living was this need. Like I had been loving being a holistic mom. I had been loving having my elderberry syrup and eating healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables, and learning how to cleanse my diet over time and exercise and all those things. But I needed to find products to help my immune system and my children's immune system even more powerfully. And when I came to Young Living, when Young Living came to me, I started learning about this promise. And before I kick us off into hearing from our panel tonight, I want to share about Seed to Seal, because every single product that we share with you tonight that's foundation is Seed to Seal. This is a promise. It's not a slogan. It's not just a cool thing to say or for us to reference. This is something many of us have actually seen with our eyes because we've been to the farms and we've touched the soil. So what we mean by Seed to Seal, which sets Young Living apart, is that from the seed that's planted in the soil that has to be pure and safe, chemical-free for up to 50 years prior to planting, to the seal on that bottle of oil that you will crack open for the first time. That whole process from seed to seal is chemical-free, pesticide-free, triplicate testing, meaning over 90 times the oil has to be tested for safety, and millions of dollars of crops have been thrown out when there's a compromise. So our founder says, if you don't know your soil, you don't know your oil. And that's where we start, because you guys, that is why all of us are here. Like maybe we thought, oh, I want my house to smell good, or, oh, I need a safer cleaner. But what we ended up finding was integrity. We ended up finding purity and sourcing that is unparalleled. And that matters to every single woman that you see in front of you. And that matters to our families. And so excited that you have taken your time to listen tonight. I'm going to hand it over to my beautiful friend, Michelle, and she is going to kick us off with some of her fall favorites, and kind of we're going to weave it in back to school essentials and fall favorites, because they're both one and the same and there's so much overlap. So, hey girlfriend, will you take it away for us?
Okay, so my name is Michelle Bryce. If you guys don't know who I am an oily lover. I am a wife, a mom. So all the things that Amy touched on are super duper important to me and everybody here. I did not start out crunchy. The crunchy life found me, and I attended a class where I was in my journey. I was new to the neighborhood and I was looking for friends, and I accepted an invitation to a Savvy Minerals class because I had burning eyes from all the chemicals in my makeup. But I learned so much that day. But what I found and what I've been blessed with is like this beautiful community of oily people that I get emotional every time I think about it. Like, sometimes your family just comes to you. And in joining Young Living, I found a family of sisters and brothers that I'm going to have for the rest of my life. It's just amazing. So with that, I'm going to talk about my fall essentials that I have for myself, for my kids. And what I'm going to talk about first is Super C. It's a chewable. They also have tablets that aren't chewable, but I'm just going to read off some notes because this vitamin C is like no other. It contains get this, you guys, 2,166% of the recommended dietary intake of vitamin C. Like, that's bananas. Like, you have to have Super C with the winter season that's coming up. Like, we know our kids have started school. They're going to be bringing things home, but they don't have to if you're, armoring them up with 2,166% of vitamin C. And vitamin C is super important for our bodies to maintain its, immune system. So not only that, it has circulatory functions that help strengthen connective tissues and promote overall health, vitality, and longevity. And fortified with rutin, citrus bioflavonoids, and minerals to balance electrolytes. Because, in the winter seasons, I don't know if your kids are like mine or even myself, it's because it's cooler in the winter, we tend not to drink as much water. So balancing electrolytes is super important, and enhance the effectiveness and absorption of vitamin C. And these taste amazing. Like, they're like candy. I love them so much. So next up is another essential, which is relatively new to the Young Living supplement line. We've had it for probably about a year or more. It's Super D. And if you are following the news lately, like, vitamin D is all over the place. And our vitamin D is formulated from lichen that is sustainably grown and harvested in the United States, lime peel oil that is 100% pure and sourced from our Finca Victoria partner farm in Ciudad Victoria, Mexico. Organic lemon balm extract, sustainably sourced in the fields of Spain, and Melissa oil, a sought after oil from France that is distilled from the Melissa plant. And this one is another one that's amazing. Like, I could probably just snack on this like sweet tarts. It's so, so good. So these combined are going to support your immune system, the immune system of your kids. So if you don't have them yet, I highly recommend putting them in your cart, you guys, because it is amazing. Alrighty, so I'm going to hand the mic over to my beautiful, gorgeous friend, Gina. And she's going to take it away, Gina.
Hi, everybody. I had to unmute myself. I was talking. No volume. Hey, everyone. I'm here in Florida. It's about going to be 10 soon, and I'm joining these beautiful ladies out in, Tennessee, California. This is my sister family. I love them all. They're great. I've been with Young Living over a year now. I could say that with pride, and I've switched and ditched a million of my products, and I have a million more to switch. But the two that I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight is also a supplement that I take along with the two that Michelle mentioned. I take Super B also with those two. This is a fabulous, when I don't take this, I could tell my energy level is just slumped. So it's so good. It has all 8 of the B's inside of it. It has the oil nutmeg in it. It helps with, let me tell you really quick. Okay, it has, I apologize. Alrighty. It helps with the cardiovascular system. It supports it. It gives you natural energy levels. It helps ease energy tension. It also helps maintain healthy connective, can't say it, connective. How do you say that word? Oh, I can't say.
Cognitive, right?
There you go, function. Yay, ding, ding, ding. This is a really great vitamin. It promotes, like I said, healthy levels. It has all 8 B's inside. And it also, I could honestly take this after 2 meals. I never take it without a meal, because you do you should take it with a meal, because your tummy will kind of get upset. But I know when I don't take it, I could just know that I'm in a slump. I love this. I've been taking this for the last 8 months, and it is always in my ER order. It comes with 60 tablets, so you get about 2 months worth of it. So I really love it. Another thing that I want to talk about today is my feed lozenges. I've already gone through 1 bag. I share them with the ladies at work. This lozenges is great for like an itchy throat or bad breath, or, just anything. It also has the Thieves oil blend in it. So it has an immune builder inside of it. So while you're, refreshing your breath or taking away that dry throat, you're also building your immune system, which is great. You stick a couple in your purse. I leave these on my desk, leave some in your car. You grab it and go. It's great. I'm really glad that I have these. And the ladies at work all enjoy them too. So like today I wasn't feeling so good. If you could tell by my voice, I grabbed one of these and took it and made my throat feel better. And I just felt good because I knew I was doing something good for my system. So those are the two that I want to share with you guys today. That's it. Trying to keep it under a certain time because there's so many beautiful ladies that need to speak.
So good. So good. And I'm going to add for those Thieves lozenges, like I'm a singer and I have lost, I've had like laryngitis or lost my singing voice. If I've had like a bunch of sets in a row where I have to sing days in a row, and those bring my voice back every single time. It's absolutely amazing. So just, they're multifaceted. So thank you so much, Gina. All right, Mel, take it away, girl. Can't hear you yet. Can't hear you. Do you want us to go to Angie and come back to you? No?
No, it should be good. Can you hear me?
We're on now. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't know what happened with that. Cool. Well, I'm sorry. Hi guys, my name is Melody Monroe. I'm so excited to be sharing with you guys tonight. And I am a elementary school teacher in Northern California, and I started with Young Living 3 years ago in 2018. And I'm so excited we're talking back to school and fall essentials and all those things, because one of my biggest draws to essential oils and my biggest draw to Young Living had so much to do with my immune system and supporting my immune system and staying healthy as a teacher, being around kids all the time. And so that was my biggest thing that I was looking for, and I absolutely found it. And I'm going to be sharing on 2 oils that are game changers for me, that are total essentials year round, but definitely as we're transitioning into more of a busy season in our lives, back to school, or just into more things going on, being around more people, all of that. So the first one is Thieves Essential Oil Blend. So if there is one oil for immune support, it is Thieves. This is our immune powerhouse. It's made with, it's a blend of clove, cinnamon, rosemary, eucalyptus, and lemon. It's very fall-like, and it's so powerful. All of our cleaners and everything are powered with the power of Thieves, because it's so powerful against things going around, and it's just incredibly effective. And it's really the oil that made me a believer. When I first got like a starter kit with Young Living, Thieves was in there, and one of the very first things I did when it came in the mail, I opened it up, I grabbed Thieves, I grabbed a couple other oils, and I put them in a roller and like a roll-on, and started applying that every single day, myself and on my husband. And that has been like the biggest difference for us. Just the biggest change for us, noticeable difference since incorporating the oils into our life on a consistent basis, is just, we're just healthier. Like, we are just plain healthier people. And I've learned so much about like being proactive in our health, and not just like waiting to get sick or hoping we don't sick, but like doing something about it. And of course, there's always like eating well and exercising and getting enough sleep and drinking enough water. Like those are all super important. But like oils were that missing piece of the puzzle that I needed to give my immune system that boost that it needed. And Thieves was totally like the answer to that for me. And noticeably, like we noticeably are healthier and we hardly get sick. And, you know, when we do, we're able to bounce back super, super fast because our bodies are so well equipped and they have the tools that they need to do what they need to do to fight off whatever we might be fighting off. And I loved what Michelle said, the armor up. Like, that's what I feel like we know how to do now. And we're being preventative, we're being proactive instead of reactive. And so the second one that goes along with Thieves for immune support for me is oregano. And oregano oil is very kind of special in our family. My husband grew up, like his father had them all using oregano oil whenever they were under the weather, because it's so powerful against germs and against things going around. And what's so awesome is it's actually, according to science, according to the Journal of Medicinal Food in 2013, oregano was proven more effective than antibiotics. So not telling you what to do, I'm not a doctor, you know, all of that, do what you decided to do what's best for your family. But I love that oregano is so powerful that I can use that and not have to worry about any side effects, not have to worry about anything harming my body as you know, I'm helping one thing, but I'm hurting 5,000 others, like not 5,000 hopefully, but oregano is just so powerful. And so what I do when we're starting to feel under the weather is we just make a wellness capsule of Thieves and oregano together in a little vegetable capsule. They're just like little empty pill things you can see right here. And you can get these at any health food store, or Young Living has them as well. But we just put a couple drops of Thieves, a couple drops of oregano, and some like carrier oil, like an olive oil. And we take that a couple times a day. And that just gives our body a super immune boost and really helps our bodies do what they need to do to fight off whatever we're fighting off. So the last thing I wanted to touch on is that another wellness tool that we use is Raindrop Technique, and oregano is an oil that is a part of that. And the Raindrop massage technique is like, it was developed by Gary Young in 1989. And it's a therapeutic practice. Basically, it's applying about 10 different oils to the back and to the feet in a very specific way with specific motion. And it's used by massage therapists, chiropractors, and other medical professionals around the world because it helps with relaxation, correcting spinal misalignment, and immune boosting effects. So it's really, really powerful. And so we'll do that as well whenever we're starting to feel under the weather and needing a boost. And there's a full version of Raindrop, and then you can kind of do your own short and modified version of it as well. There's so many resources online. You can check it out on YouTube and watch how it's done. But just wanted to add that too, because that's a cool thing to have in our toolbox as well. All right, you guys. That's what I have for us. And I'm going to pass the baton over to Angie.
Okay, can you hear me? I can't
That's
hear.
you. We can hear you.
Okay, I'm like, I can't hear anybody else. I'm Angie. I just recently started my journey. I've known Michelle forever, so she got me into it. I've had many health issues myself. I've been fighting forever, but specifically, if I could just pick one oil that has changed my life, it's lavender. I don't have the actual bottle, but there's lavender in here that I made actually with lavender, lemon, and peppermint as well. But I started this one specifically for sleep issues that I've had for 10 plus years. So, and I mean sleep issues, all capital letters. So I've tried many things in the past, and either I would have to take more or it wouldn't work, or I have to try something else. So I can honestly say this has like changed my life. I can sleep now. All I have to do is put it on, Also, I use it. Sorry, I have animals in the house. If you can hear all that noise, it's a pig. I use it with the caps as well, like Melanie was talking about, Melody, with the lemon and the lavender and the peppermint as well. And I take that internally. But as far as helping me sleep, it's the best thing that I've had. I've tried other oils in the past that don't work until I tried Young Living. So I totally know the difference now, and I tell people that, I teach them that, and they're learning, thankfully. So that, also too, I recently started using it on my skin issues, or if I get bug bites, I put it on for that as well. So that's pretty much all I have to say. It changed my life.
That's so wonderful, Angie. I remember talking many months back and just kind of where you were health-wise, and just like all the things Michelle and I were like, okay, this would be good and this would be good. And just hearing you say that is
so many.
It's just so wonderful how much healing you've already experienced. And I know there's more to come, but I'm just so grateful. Lavender is such a great oil. I'm so glad you talked about it, because it's like, we call it like the Swiss Army knife of oils, because I mean, you mentioned the skin and you mentioned sleep. There are so many uses of, I mean, there really are for all the oils, truly. And we're only just barely scratching the surface, but that's the beauty of what we have in these oils, is they're totally customizable to your specific physiology, your needs, where you're at. Like, it's actually really fun to have a toolbox to work with. So thank you, Angie, for sharing. I'm just so grateful for your story, and the best is yet to come. We're going to see more healing.
Thank you. Thank you guys for pushing me.
Absolutely.
Stay on me. What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Hopefully they didn't push you too hard. Just lovingly.
No.
Escorting.
Well, yeah, in a good way.
Yeah.
So I'm passing it over to Tammy.
Awesome. Yay.
Hi.
Hey, Tammy.
Hi, how's everyone? Good. So I'm Tammy, and I've actually been with Young Living since 2018. I kind of was thinking about the whole scenario today about myself and Young Living and where I'm at. And I think the only word I could come up for myself is being a backslider. I don't know if I'm stuck.
We can hear you. You're good.
Okay. All right. It got stuck for a second. I'd seen Amy just pause, so I didn't know.
You're good. You're
Okay.
good.
So as I was thinking today, I was like, the only thing I can think of myself as being a backslider, because since 2018 until now, I can actually see myself picking up a bottle or two and actually using them. And also aligning myself with the different challenges that the team has. And actually it's been nothing but a blessing for me. So today I'm sharing on Sniffle Eves. And I don't know if you can see it because my camera's Sniffle Eves. So if you can see the background behind me, there's that little Jeremiah James back there. And I'm going to call him my guinea pig, because actually he lets me do whatever I want. I'm the best nurse, he says, but I'm actually Nana. So I'm his grandma, and He just lets me do anything. He trusts me with all he has. So this Simple Ease was actually introduced to me by Michelle. She talked to me about it at one time when we were talking about oils. And I actually picked it up and started using it maybe in the summer, I want to say. And I use it a couple of times on the sole of his feet. And it worked. I was pleased with that. But this time around, I wanted to go a little bit more deeper with it because he had a lot more like congestion or mucus and things like that. And he was sneezing a lot more. So it was suggested to me, hey, you know what, you can also use it behind the ears. You can use it behind the neck. And I was like, okay, I said, I was kind of skeptical, you know, because I don't know if there's any like me out there, but I'm one of the few maybe that is skeptical. Like, okay, if I use it, is anything going to happen? I mean, am I going to overdose on the oil? So I'm always like wanting to like dot the I's and, you know, cross out the T's, but, you know, I was like, I'm just going to go for it. Nothing's going to happen, you know, and only thing's going to happen is good out of it. And actually I have to say that last week, Jeremiah started sneezing again, and he had a little bit more of a mucus, you know, coming out of his nose, like a runny nose. And I just went into a nana mode, and I actually used this, and this was just a lifesaver for me. I got a second bottle already. So if you can see, this one's like almost already done with it. And yeah, I just, you know, this is my to-go to, you know, it's just this. And I just I guess I wanted to also say that my next oil, I'm not going to share on it, but I still haven't used it because like skeptical, but I think I'm going to use it tomorrow. Is the Genius.
You're gonna love it.
Jeremiah started school. He's been in 2 weeks in already, and he's been doing good. But I you know what? I think I'm just gonna try this tomorrow on him and see what it does for him. So I'm gonna be brave and use this.
Yeah,
And I mean, I'm just being transparent. You know, I know there's nothing behind the scenes on the oils in Young Living because I've heard nothing but good repel from it. I mean, I know other people that use it. I was introduced by Young Living by other people, not the team that I'm on right now with, but you know, it's just an inside thing. But I know that as I go forward and as I get more in tune and as I just let myself open and receive, I know that I'll be, you know, I'll come a long way in using the oils and hearing the stories that I'm hearing right now. You know, with Angie, I think it was, you know, on her health conditions and the oil that have helped her. You know, that's nothing but positive for me.
That's so awesome,
So,
Tammy. I love it. And you are going to love Genius. Let me just tell you, it's genius. And I'm going to challenge you to not just put it on him, but to put it on yourself too. And you will be addicted. It is so addicting. And I used to diffuse it in my classroom all the time because I loved just purifying the air. It has frankincense and it's great for focus. But you're going to love it.
yeah, it's a roller. So
thank you for sharing with us. That was amazing.
I know I didn't get into the what the Simple Ease has, but it is a blend. You know, it's just really quick. It says it contains a selected blend of cooling, richly aromatic premium essential oils. I guess it also has eucalyptus and Palo Santo and RC and other premium essential oils. So it helps you, it eases the feelings or discomfort and supports the feeling of normal and clear breathing, which I actually think was a good plus for Jeremiah because he's back to being Jeremiah.
I love that. It's so beautiful that we have tools that help our kiddos so quickly. It really is. So thank you so much, Tammy. That was amazing.
Welcome. Thank you for letting me share.
We're so happy you're here. You are part
of
the.
You got to build me up, build me up, build me up, build me up.
You're so cute. All right, let's hand it over to Victoria. Can't wait to hear from you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Victoria. I'm from New Mexico. I've been with Young Living now for a year as of August, thanks to Gina. But I'm going to be talking about Ningxia. So this is one of the bottles it comes in, and also a pack, which is great for traveling. So Ningxia is a fruit drink packed with superfoods to support overall wellness. It helps reduce inflammation, balance blood sugar, immune support, cardiovascular support, and brain function. Benefits of the Ningxia include support for energy levels, normal cellular function, and whole body and normal eye health. You could take 2 to 4 ounces every day, drink it by itself or with a mixture of different recipes. I love my Ningxia as a healthy shot. That's what I call, or that's what my family calls it, I should say, is it's our healthy shot. So I started with the Ningxia now for a year. This was one of my first packages that I got. And I started with the Ningxia challenge that they had in August of last year. Since taking Ningxia, it has given me energy during the day. I'm not tired in the afternoon. I have done 8-hour drives to Arizona and then again back to New Mexico, and it's helped me keep alert and it has helped me keep focused on the road. It was my lifesaver, I should say. Last year, my story with this is last year I did blood work My doctor was shocked that I was doing high intense workouts with my job that I do, because when she got my results back, it was extremely low. My iron was extremely low. She even said, I don't even know how you're functioning right now. Because somebody for this low, like they won't be able to do anything at all. So at first, before I even got my Ningxia, I started taking a plant-based pill. It was a 30 days and I didn't feel anything with it. So I did tell my doctor, I'm not taking it again. I don't want to take that. Luckily, I got my Ningxia. So I started taking 2 ounces every day. Started feeling better, started realizing again, I wasn't tired, I wasn't down or anything. About 2 months, I went for blood work again, just because how low it was. She wanted to check to see how I was. I didn't go completely up to normal, but I was still low. So she talked to me. I told her I don't want to take any pills. I'm going to continue with my drink I'm trying. So give me another 30 days, 60 days, whatever. So she did. I did up my Ningxia from like 4 to 6 ounces of Ningxia a day, depending on how I was feeling. Couple months later, I went back and my iron was ranged normal. So my doctor said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, don't change it. When I got the news from her, I was like a little kid and said, yay, I did it.
That's awesome, Victoria.
Yeah. So I have missed some doses some during the day, and I feel it because I'm tired, I'm drained, I just want to go to sleep. So I try not to miss it. Still experimenting with recipes with my Ningxia. So far, my favorite is, again, it's my healthy shot with the 2 ounces, the full thing of the Ningxia and Thieves.
Ooh.
The other thing I do during my long trips or my long days, I do, please correct me if I say this wrong, the zinc, the nitro, Lime Vitality, and of course the Ningxia. So those are my favorites. That's my story. Like I said, I'm still experimenting with different recipes on this. So that's it. So now I'm passing it off to Jessica.
Woohoo! That was so good. Oh my gosh. I think everybody on here loves Ningxia. Like, how did we survive living without Ningxia, right? Okay.
Seriously.
So I'm Jessica, and I have been a member with Young Living for over a year. So exciting. I'm so proud, like Gina, to say that. Woo woo, that's so cool. And in the beginning, like, I'll just be completely honest, I thought oils were for crazy people and the hippy dippies and just not who I was. And so I ran from those mamas. I really did. And I didn't believe in them. I was like, that doesn't work. And I was totally like gun-ho about taking all kinds of medicine. And, I just didn't know any other life, which is totally fine. And so then, Amy was so patient with me, and my daddy brought in some oils into our home, and I really thought he lost it. Like, I thought, great, here we go. He's gonna like make me do all this stuff with him. And like, I was not having it. Turns out he left me peppermint and sniffles. Okay. Like, if y'all do not have sniffles, you're missing out. Okay. But it changed my mind. It changed my mind. And I didn't even tell him it changed my mind, because you can't let him know. Like, you were totally dogging him. You can't let him know that, okay, you're down with the oils now. So I fell in love with them, and he gifted me my first starter kit with all the oils. And it was just like, it was seriously probably the best, most selfless gift he's ever given me, other than life, but in Jesus. But I mean, it was just the best gift, because it's changed my life. I can't even begin to tell you in the 3 minutes that I have, but it's totally changed my life, just like everybody else. So the two products that I'm going to tell you about tonight are the Thieves Chest Rub. Okay, so just like everybody else, it's been a whole year that I've been switching and ditching products. Remember, I told you I was like, medicine Molly, okay? And now I'm totally not down with any medicine. Like, we've switched and ditched everything, and we love the Thieves Chest Rub. It has like this little, I can't see myself, so I don't know what I'm doing on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it has like this little thing, and you just squeeze it out a little bit, and then you can just rub it on your neck and rub it on your chest, and it smells so good, so good. It has camphor, it has menthol, it has eucalyptus oil, and it lasts a really long time, actually. And oh my gosh, like, I can just take a full deep breath putting it on right now. And so camphor is fast acting cough suppressant, and menthol is a cough suppressant. And then eucalyptus is also a cough suppressant. And all of these temporarily relieve stuffiness, cough, congestion from minor throat and bronchial irritation. It supports healthy breathing. We all need that to live, right? And it provides an aromatic vapor that soothes the nasal passages, and it acts super quick to provide relief. It is awesome. It's for ages 2 and up. I use it for my kiddos. It has that thieves in it, and it's just like, we love it. It is awesome, and it's not sticky at all. It feels really nice on my skin. So the next one is Breathe Again. Let me pull up my notes. Not that I really need it, but Breathe Again has, this one has copaiba, which is amazing, myrtle, peppermint, and 4 different types of eucalyptus. Okay. It has eucalyptus blue. So Breathe Again is awesome. And I like to diffuse it at night for any stuffiness. And I love that our diffusers act as humidifiers also. And so you really get that help in your breathing at night when you're having all these seasonal changes. And right now the world is crazy with all these seasonal changes. And so this is like a staple. This is something you have to have, and we love it. And just like what Mel was saying earlier, like what I do to get better is I do raindrops, and I do raindrops on my kids. I do raindrops on my husband, and my husband does raindrops on me. And we literally just drop the oils down the spine. It's, of course we don't do it perfectly by the book, but getting the oils on our bodies is incredibly powerful. And I mean, trust me, this is coming from, remember, I was like, no way, oils are for crazy people. And I'm telling you, like, we just had RSV in our house, and the oils is what made it better, 100%. And so, yeah, so he puts this one on my spine. We diffuse it. It is thebomb.com, the best. I'm so thankful for our oils, God's amazing plants that he put on this earth for us and all my oily friends. Okay, so that's it. That was good. Good job.
I love you. That was wonderful. I loved it. So good. All right, Letitia, take it away, darling. Can't wait to hear from you.
Hey everybody, so just said Amy said, I'm sorry. Amy said I'm Letitia and this is my daughter Freya.
You guys are
Jessica used to be her mentor, which is what got me knowing Jessica, and Jessica's the one that got us into.
Letitia, your signal's kind of breaking up. Is there a spot maybe closer to the Wi-Fi? I don't know. It's just, we can't really hear you. Cute.
Trying to fix it outside so the dog. Is that better?
No, it's like we can like catch a word here and there, but maybe if you could, yeah, if you can go inside. Okay, yeah, I'll share while you're moving inside. So I was just gonna close this out with my new fall favorite, and it's not only for fall, but we all have heard about the benefits of turmeric, right? So the main issue with turmeric on the market is that we're not able to absorb the curcuminoids. And that's where all the benefits are. Like, that's the main active, happy ingredient that we want to absorb from turmeric. But here's the thing that's so rad about the scientists in our lab is they take the time that it takes to make sure that the products that they're giving us are bioavailable, so that we're not just getting expensive urine, excuse the language, but we're actually going to absorb the nutrients in here. So here's the raddest part. Your body absorbs about the same amount of curcuminoids from just 300 milligrams of golden turmeric, that's what this is, as it does from 1900 milligrams of standard turmeric. Okay, here's a few benefits of curcuminoids. I'm just reading this off Google, so Google it too if you want, but improves heart health, prevents against Alzheimer's and cancer, potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Those are just things I found on Google. So you look it up. So I'm not making any claims. I'm just telling you that's what Google says. So I'm like, okay, I want those benefits. So golden turmeric, you guys, this stuff, it comes with the cutest little wooden spoon, and it's mango flavor. Okay, I've been putting a little bit in my kids' oatmeal, just a little tiny bit. I've been putting it in their smoothies. My husband and I make like almond milk lattes with it at night. It's wonderful to help you unwind. It's great, it supports healthy response to relaxing, restoration, and recovery. It's amazing. And so I highly recommend if you have ever, first of all, if you have turmeric in your diet, use it up if you must, because I don't want you to be wasteful. And then put this in your cart, please, 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 because it's excellent and you're going to get so many more health benefits out of your body's ability to actually absorb the curcuminoids. Okay. Lastly, I just had to share one of our favorite things to do is create fun fall smells around our house. So we talked about our Thieves Cleaner. So this is just one of our like 6 bottles that we have in our house because there's 9 of us that live here. And don't worry, they're not all my children, I promise. But we love Thieves Cleaner and we use it constantly. I mean, we go through, because there's so many of us, we go through one of these a week and we use it on every surface in our home. But I like to put nutmeg, clove, like just yummy cinnamon bark. I like to like customize the blend of the Thieves Cleaner for the season. At Christmas spirit, at Christmas is so fun. So that's a little fun thing to do. You can add orange, you can add anything to customize your Thieves Cleaner, but it already smells amazing. And lastly, we love to make room sprays. So easy. Like if you don't have an alcohol-free witch hazel, you can just use salt as a emulsifier because oils and water don't blend. And so you can use yummy fall oils like cinnamon bark, nutmeg, whatever, and you can add water and a pinch of salt and shake it up and put it in your bathroom, in your house, just freshen up the house right before people come over. It is such a fun way to bring fall into your house. Totally toxin free. There's health benefits. Like it's amazing. So that's my plug. Okay. I can't wait to hear from you. Let me unmute you, Letitia. Okay, let's try this again. You're still muted. There you go.
Okay, is that better? Can you hear us? Or me?
Yes, it's better. It's a little shaky, but go ahead. Let's see if we can do it. Go ahead.
Okay. So like I said, my name's Letitia, and this is my daughter, Freya.
Hi.
I don't know why she's being shy. But she was, Jessica was her mentor. That's how I know Jessica, and that's how I got into Young Living. I've been doing Young Living for, 15 months now. And at about that time, I was diagnosed with cancer. It's just been big medical hurdles. I was doing chemotherapy and all that. You know, it's horrible to get toxins out. You know, that's what Young Living is all about, is becoming toxin free and all that. And then they're like, oh, take this and take this. Those are all chemicals. Those are all toxins. So it was one of those, oh, what do I do? So, but, and then I've had back problems. So this is my first class since I had my back surgery, actually 30 days ago today. So doing good. Still have some recovery to do, but we're doing really great with everything. You know, and when everybody's like, well, what oil are you going to share? I was like, I don't know. And tonight, just listening to everybody, I'm like, I could have shared 1,000 things. I use so many oils on I have incisions on my side and on my back from my back surgery. And I did not want ugly scars. I mean, not like I wear bikinis or anything, but I still didn't want like ugly scars. So I'm like, I've been using all of these things, you know, and the kids, like, I'm like, nope, here, or they're like, Mom, do you have, I can't, you know, my nose is stuffy, all these things, and what else? And then for Freya, you know, my daughter, and some of us have daughters, like we've made, you know, stuff for, oh, this is what she's embarrassed about, like dragon time for, you know, that kind of stuff for her cramps and that stuff. But the main one that like we go for as a family, there's actually 2, and I was going to talk about the meltaways too, because we mixed, I'll just talk about those real quick because we love them. I mean, and it's a DIY, but to go along with yours, Amy, but the coconut oil, the cold pressed honey and peppermint, lemon, whatever you want, Thieves. I mean, I've got like a whole jar in my freezer full of melt-away, Thief melt-aways for every time they're like, oh, my throat's sore. And I realized the other day my 13-year-old was just faking it because he wanted the honey, he wanted something sweet. It was kind of hilarious. I was like, no, dude, you're not really hurting. Your throat's not dry. But at the same time, I was like, it's not hurting him. So that was good. But my go-to is Stress Away. I love it. I don't know if all of you have seen it, have used it. If you haven't, I would just get on the stress wagon or the Stress Away bandwagon. From the smell is just wonderful. It's got the it's lime, cedarwood, lavender, I don't know, Jessica, the ooh tea, however we say it. But for me, it's having surgery, having kids. I mean, life is just stressful, but for me, it awakens my senses. It brings me kind of back to the present, but also lets me kind of step back and just relax. I've noticed with my back though, that it also helps with equilibrium. And I haven't read about the science and all of that, like how it does that, but like, I use a walker or a cane 80% of the time. Before that, it was, I was using my wheelchair like 75% of the time, to go to the grocery store, do anything. So it feels really good not to be able to walk, but like I'm having like sometimes my equilibrium is so off and I'll just be like, you know what, I'm just going to calm down for a little bit. I'm just going to not try to get up to go to the bathroom or, walk to this place or, we're not going to do this. And then I'll just like smell, I wear it like it's perfume. I'm like everywhere, like neck, wrist. I mean, I've used it, like, ooh, kind of sticky here. Let's put a little, because it smells good enough. It's not bad smelling, but it's almost like a tropical thing. But I mean, it does help with equilibrium. And I looked it up enough where it does say it does bring up equilibrium. So I haven't seen her read like the science behind it, but I like recommend it. I mean, it's like an everyday thing. It's not just, I'm loving, the snifflies and the, some of those you just use when you need them. But and yes, I'm going to use Stress Away when I need it, but it's just like, it's something that I use every day. Like, it's not, I've got a sniffle or this is something like, I do not leave the house without this. I've like sent my kids back in. We got halfway to the store and I'm like, I don't have my oils. We've got to go back. And of course the kids are like, oh, really? But I want Freya to talk to you because as we were sitting outside, she was like, oh, can I use that? Mom, where's the Stress Away? So I want to give it to her for like a teenager's point of view. I think that's important that we get the teenager's point of view because all of us have kids, but well, maybe not all of us, but to get their input, to get their, how it's affecting them, I think is so important. So here's Freya. Okay, why do you like the Stress Away?
I like the Stress Away because
like, how does it help you?
Like,
you don't have all day. Does it help calm you down? Does it make you feel like?
It makes me feel like less anxious to like go to school or during sport events.
Because you get nervous?
Yeah.
So it kind of helps with your anxiety?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So huge.
Okay. Thank you, Freya.
That was awesome, girl.
I'm going to hand it back over to Amy. Thank you all for listening.
Totally. Thank you guys. So your screen was frozen, so we couldn't see Freya. So just let her know she's good. She was wonderful. Sometimes it helps to know that nobody can see you. So, just passing that on. But you guys were fabulous. Thank you so much. And just continuing to pray with you, Letitia. You're part of our family. And we're praying for your complete healing and restoration, that you would be even more whole than you were before. So, all right, Michelle.
All right, friends. Okay, thank you so much for taking your Thursday evening out to be with us. As you can see, my friends and I love educating and sharing on all the things. So if you're watching with us live or the replay, we just want you to know that our heart is really to make this as easy as possible. Many of us here on this call started with what's called a starter bundle, but there is other ways you can start. You can customize your order. If you liked everything that you saw on the Zoom, you could start that way. It's super easy, and it's just an easy way to get the tools into your hands. So we have so many classes that teach on the abundant inventory that Young Living has. So these classes, like you've experienced tonight, are focused on education, our testimonies on how the products have worked for us. And we're just wanting to get that message out. But just hearing the message is, not going to do anything. Like having these wellness tools in your hands are what really is going to get you started and kicking off your wellness, especially for the upcoming, season that we're facing. So knowledge and education is nothing unless you apply it, right? So we're encouraging you to apply these oils, encouraging you to use these supplements, and just, you owe it to yourself and your loved ones to get these tools into your hands. And I know we shared a lot of information tonight, and it's only on just a little, the tip of the iceberg on what's out there, but we will support you. You don't have to be intimidated. I mean, talk about community. These women are amazing. We do have some men on our team as well. There is a seat for you at this table. Like my beautiful friend Amy likes to say, we will hold your hand until it's sweaty. So the kind human who invited you today will follow up with you, and she or he has a special incentive for you. But one last thing, once you start using these products, as you've heard from many of my friends here, you're not going to want to keep it to yourself. You're going to want to keep sharing with your friends, your family. And the great thing is, whether you want to get your oils paid for like I do, or earn some extra cash, the holidays are coming up. Young Living has an abundant compensation plan when you do. So with that, I'm going to hand it back over to the beautiful Amy Meng.
Awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much, friend. Beautiful, beautiful. So I want to plug your class tomorrow or Saturday. Tell us about your class that you're teaching with Brooke.
That's right. I almost forgot.
Okay.
Tomorrow we are doing a chicken dinner, winner chicken dinner, our Cooking with Oils class at 7:30 tomorrow night, live in the collective. So join us. We have a super yummy chicken dinner that we're going to be preparing, like I said, and it's involving Ningxia berries and black pepper vitality. Those are the highlights of our recipe.
Whoa. Okay. So if you don't know how to get into the collective or how to view that, just ask whoever invited you and we'll get you there. We'll get you the link. But those classes are so fun, you guys. You've got to come, and you will love it. You will learn so much. And then Mel has a class coming up with Crystal, who just jumped on. Hi, friend. I'm so glad you're here.
Timing.
Tell us,
Yeah,
I know, would you tell us about your class?
What?
Would you share about your class coming up?
Yes. So Crystal and I have a back to school themed essential oil class on Zoom on Saturday, September 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And if you want the information, reach out to your people or reach out to me if you know me. And we'd love to get you connected, but we are doing a fun party pack that we'll mail you before the class. And you can customize that party pack, and with your choice of a immune boosting roller, a sleep support roller, or a Bye Bye Butterflies roller to ease those nerves going back to school. So you have a choice of one of those rollers, and we will send that to you before the class so you have it. And it's just $10 via Venmo to me for the supplies and the postage and all of that. But it's going to be a really, really great class. So we hope you guys can join us.
Fabulous. So many opportunities.